What's up, guys? Welcome back to Craft the World, where in this episode hopefully we'll get our base completely sealed in and get started with some epic combat music. Oh my. We still have a bit of terraforming to do over here. I want to get this area completely sealed in, put in a little workshop section up here, and then hopefully a bedroom type section over in this area. And then this whole section will be used as a dining hall slash kitchen once we expand over this way. So a lot needs to get done. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. We need more dirt. We are also going to need a few ladders to put some stuff up over this way, but for right now we should be okay. There goes all of our dirt. We're going to be mining out this section. I guess we could have this drop down. I'm not a fan of that drop, to be honest with you. Let's have them come do a bit of work over here. We'll put a ladder right there, that way they can reach all those spots. And I guess we'll continue with the coal mining because it's pretty important. Now, one thing that was mentioned in the comments that I actually didn't know about that I thought was a pretty little neat thing that's in the game is the first thing is if you click on a recipe and you don't know where something is, you can actually just click this button right here, or click whatever it is, and it'll take you to the page with stuff. So I mean, if I need leaves or rope, if I click rope, it'll take me to the page with rope. If I click the leaves, it'll take me to the next page. And another thing that I learned that I also thought was pretty neat is let's make a club, for instance. This needs wood, so we can drag a piece of wood in here. And I've been told, and I've tested it, and it's actually really cool. I didn't know about this either of these things. If you double click what's in there, it'll actually add it to the adjacent squares in whatever slot it goes in. It won't go out past one adjacent, but it's still helpful. I guess it's just like, I'm going to fill everything. Anyways, both of those are pretty neat little tips that, again, I had no idea about. Now, I've been told there's some iron somewhere over here, but maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. There's some iron down there. I might be looking in the wrong spot. I might not be remembering correctly, which happens quite a bit. I'm hoping once we get through this coal, there's going to be more iron down this way. There's typically iron and coal next to each other, at least in my experience. But then again, that could just be completely anecdotal. Let's speed up time a little bit. We're going to have a nice wave of monsters coming in soon, which isn't super nice, but it's what we got. Put this guy up here. We'll remove this ladder. Put another ladder up right here. That way they can get that built. I guess we still needed the ladder over here to help build the roof section. Now we can go ahead and put some stone up. No, I want to build stone, yeah. That guy will get taken out. Build some stone over here. Build some stone over here. Eventually we'll put doors here, but for right now we're just going to have to build a single ladder all the way up to the tippy top. Speaking of ladder, we need more ladders. Let's build a few more. We'll put one up here. We'll get our stone going all the way over here. All the way across. Get a ladder that goes all the way up to the top. Can I put a ladder there? There might already be a ladder there. You need to get off there, buddy. Let's remove that ladder. He'll fall down. There we go. Get that. Build you. And now we need our hatch, which we have a few of already. So we can put a hatch up at the top. Excellent. We are now safe from dim zombies. And I guess skeletons. They are going to just kind of hop up on each other. I thought that was really cool the first time I saw it. They just kind of hop up on the shields of the other ones as they stand there, and they make a nice little zombie ladder. Let's go ahead and continue mining out all of this delicious coal. There's some iron. Maybe that's the iron that was mentioned. There's even more iron over here and a little cave. I guess we could dig out this way and see what's going on over here. Unfortunately, we don't get doors for quite a ways down the tech tree, if I remember correctly. Oh no, we actually get them right here. Okay, so we need to get illuminating done as well as the basic iron working. So we're going to need some iron. So we might as well start digging over this way to at least get to the iron, I think. We can always backfill if we don't want to use this as a little hatch type area or a little exit area. But for right now, we should be okay. Do we need any... Can we build any workshops? They would be in this section. So I'm going to say no. I guess we can just, for right now, build a bunch of torches to level up. So there we go. Task complete. Now we have access to iron working, so we can get a pot, which will eventually let us get a cook stove. I don't know if it unlocks it right away, though. Oh, it's right here. We need to build more furniture, which means beds, which would actually just be good to have. So we'll go ahead and build a few beds. So we'll get some wood, and I'll double click that. It'll add it in. Oh, that was such a lovely tip. Thank you so much for that. We'll go ahead and build 5 beds. We're not going to have space to put 5 beds in. Let's close this down. Now we have access to basic cooking. So once we get the cooking campfire, we can start making like the grilled meat and the eggs. But I think right now we can go ahead and make salads, which, if I remember correctly, they're one of the lower end foods that will feed them, but they do increased healing a little bit. So now we just need iron. And then after that, we can actually get wooden walls and a roof of leaves and doors and stuff like that, and it'll be glorious. So any dirt we get now is just going to be bonus dirt, I guess. So let's go ahead and dig down to here and dig that out, and then we can wall this section in over here. I'm sorry, you guys did that. That was my fault. So we'll dig down here. I'm going to close that hatch, which is actually going to stop them. It does stop them. And we're getting attacked by goblins right now. That is super scary. They actually just straight up come inside. We need everyone. You guys need to go in the portal. Go in the portal, fight. Fight the power. This is a super large number of goblins. I don't know that I've ever been attacked by this many goblins right away. Thankfully we all have weapons. We're gonna select Borin right here and control him. Where did Borin go? It's over here. What are you doing, Borin? You gotta go fight. Fight the power. Great. Where's everyone else? Go back to the castle. We don't need to chase them all the way to their camp. Go back inside the portal. Go. So now you can see what the portal is used for. You can open up as many as you want, as long as you have mana, and it goes straight back to the stockpile. And I guess the best part of this, what's going on over here? Weren't we supposed to? Oh, I guess the sand. It was the sand that messed up. The best part of this is it makes it really nice to like clear cut areas, get construction projects done really quick, harvest resources really quickly, as well as make these little attacks like these goblins that are super close. We can portal straight on top, do some hit and run, do a little bit of damage, go back home, and keep doing that sort of thing. We're gonna remove this hatch and then put a ladder there. Let's build a few more ladders. Put the ladder there. Let's get a torch up right here. I guess we'll go ahead and get a torch up right here as well. Your bed. I know you guys need beds. I'm working on it. Remove the ladder. Remove the ladder. Now, the thing about portals that I haven't mentioned is they do have a timer. That timer is, of course, affected by the fact that I'm speeding up game time, so it's ticking down quicker than normal. But also, whenever a dwarf goes in it or out of it, or basically whenever a dwarf uses it, it actually reduces the duration of the portal by, I think, 3 or 4 seconds, something like that. So keep that in mind when you're using portals. They are great. They're super handy. But the more you use them, the quicker they are going to go down. So I'll put some beds over here. If you guys can excuse me for just one moment. Sorry about that. I had a huge itch just in the back of my throat. It was quite annoying. Did we actually get the large one with the mushroom? Did he die? Oh, did he drown? That's actually that is actually, apparently now I'm slurring my words too. That's actually pretty huge. The little goblin on the mushroom with the drums, I think he was on a mushroom, whatever he's on, the goblin that was riding something with the drums, he buffs nearby goblins, so the fact that he's dead is actually really, really good. I want to replace, we can't reach that actually. It'll be fine. We'll leave it like this. We'll be fine. We need to keep digging over here. Here's all this glorious iron right here. Let's dig out here. We're going to unforbid you to leave the shelter. That way you guys can go mine stuff. We'll get this iron. That will be great. I think for right now, we're going to remove this ladder and we're going to go ahead and put a hatch on it. That way the shelter is only this section over here. And then we will... Oh, you fell. The reason I'm not putting ladders up here is because enemies can actually use the ladders, so... I thought he was going to fall again. We got an extra ladder, we got an extra pickaxe. Excellent, he made it. We're almost level 6, so we'll have another dwarf. We'll go ahead and put a hatch right here. We'll put a couple more ladders down. Eventually we are going to expand down to here, so that's why I'm expanding out this section instead of just doing a little one by whatever hallway, 1 by X hallway. Now, beds. We could probably start putting some beds in. So we'll go ahead and put this over here, or we'll mine out this section over here. We'll put a piece of dirt right here. And we'll put a few beds down as well. Now we can make a workbench. Oh, that's really good. Let's go ahead and get a workbench up. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to click. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. All right, here we are. I wanted to click that and then drag the iron in. Now we need the wood. I don't think the wood will jump over there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it won't. But I can still move it, which is nice. And we need a table, which we already have one of. There's the workbench. Good to go. We'll get that down. We'll also get some beds down. The workbench, again, we're going to put that up here. We got some meat and some wool, which is nice. And we also got, probably the most important thing, a new dwarf. Let's give him a club and a pickaxe. He's a logger. Let's give him a proper axe as well. So let's craft one of these. And we could start making some hats, but I wanna hold off on that. Give you an axe. There we go. We have a climber's book. I'll give you the climber book too. Take this down. We'll put in our workbench right here. I want to leave a space, so we'll put it right here. No, you gotta. Oh, they took it. What's this? A swimmer's book. Nice. Very nice. Still want to terraform this whole section over here, straight over to the lake. That way we can use it for basically trees and berries and wheat. Did you carry it back to the stockpile yet? What's going on with that? You guys saw that little angry vine. I don't know what happened to the workbench. Is someone carrying a workbench? Someone had the workbench down here. Okay, we can go and put beds over here though. We can get 3 beds. That'll be pretty nice. They can't be put any closer than this. They have to have, it seems like they have to have a space on either side of them. I don't think, let's science. Yeah, they have to have a space on either side of them. And the dwarves will actually claim beds. So once someone sleeps there, then no one else can use it, if I remember correctly. They put their little pack next to it and it's theirs. Alright, workbench is ready to go. We'll get that over there. We'll probably have to move this torch up. And then we can, actually, let's go ahead and do that. Put these torches up a little bit higher. Get a ladder there. And then we can put a forge over here and then a workshop further down in the future. I really need to be better about building more in the way of workshops. Just because I've only been building one at a time. And they need these to actually craft stuff. Some stuff you just don't build like this in the crafting menu. You queue it up and then they go to the corresponding shop or bench and then they build it themselves. So I really need to build more of them. We got beds. You can see this is where they go to heal. We need to set up some food now. So we'll go ahead and put an extra table down here. And we'll hopefully be able to mine this out and fill it in a little bit better in the future. So we have the table and we're going to get some food. Salads we can make out of apples and leaves. So we'll go ahead and... Can't. Why can't we? Oh, because I got to drag stuff in. That's right. That's right. Apples and leaves. There we go. We'll get a few salads. That's all we can make because we're actually out of leaves. We'll put those on our bars as well as the... I want to save the berries. We're going to save the berries. We're going to put that right there. We'll put some salads on it. Then we'll be good to go. These vines over here, these are the angry vines I was talking about. They give you leaves, but they also will snap back at your dwarves. And it seems like they grow in the dirt in an underground area when there's no light. Or just if it's nice and open, I guess. It always seems like it's if there's no light, from what I've seen. I don't know why that snail died. We can work on getting some more iron. There's lots of iron down here. Oh my, this is a nice little area. These goblins are still hanging out, probably waiting to attack, if I had to guess. I'm just happy that we have all this sealed in. We're going to have a skelly attack, or a monster attack soon. Let's put some salads on the beds. And we've got make some food and put it on a table. There we go. We got an extra ladder and a torch. A little bit of XP. We are under attack by a little cave spirits. I don't know what they're actually called. I'm calling them cave spirits. What are they? Is it a... No, that's the ghost. We've seen zombies, the giant mice. These guys come out of trees. Skeleton builder. These guys will build bridges in case you have like a large pit or gap. They will actually just straight up build a bone bridge across. The goblins, cave. They are cave spirits. Nice. We'll get that going. We have this mined out, and then we'll probably expand this this section over some. I can't wait till we get to scaffolding, just because scaffolding, it works just like ladders, except you place it yourself. They don't have to carry it there, and then you can actually remove it instantly. So it's really nice. I guess we could use this once we get doors as an extra bedroom type area. It is now raining, which doesn't bother me because it'll go straight down here. We have more coal over here we can carry, or not carry, but mine out, but we're doing okay on coal. I want to go ahead and make a few pieces of rope. I don't think you use wool for much else in the early game. I know you can use it for fabric later on. Planks we need, nails we need. So let's go ahead and get some nails made. We'll make 10 of those for right. We'll make a few of those for right now. We need to make them so we can actually get the. Oh, we're out of iron. Oh, that sucks. So we can get the ironworking done, so we can get up to making doors. We'll also need a lock, which we're out of iron, and we need a pot, which we're out of iron. Excellent. Excellent. But the planks, we can make some planks at least. So I'll put you in here, and I'll put you over here, and click that, and that works out. That's a beautiful tip. Thank you so much for that. We'll make some planks. We need to go do a little bit of deforesting. I wouldn't mind coming out here and replacing all of this with dirt. That way trees will grow on it. But then again, we have this section over here that we need to work on as well. But it keeps filling up with water, and it's annoying. This area I wouldn't mind having ladders on or something. I guess once we get the door, it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and harvest this wheat. And it should give us a decent amount of seeds back from it. We really need a bucket. Can we build a bucket? We can build buckets. We need planks and nails, which we'll have that soon. The bucket will allow us to gather water. You don't need to equip it on anyone. They just, if there's a bucket somewhere in your inventory, they're like, hey, there's a bucket, and they take it and they go do stuff. So you don't need to build one for each dwarf or equip them or anything like that. Task complete: farming. It's more reliable to grow your own food than to spend time searching for it. Plant wheat in the ground and water it several times. Once the wheat is grown, you'll be able to gather it and use it for cooking. Excellent. Bushes, these grow so fast. I feel like I want to put a ladder here just because of how much we're using this area. And I want to bring the stone down to here as well. Place the front earth. I'll put that right there so they can actually get to it. He got one shot. That feels really nice. These plants are growing down here, which isn't super nice. He's making planks. You can see we queued it up, and now he's working at the little workshop or workbench. Climb, climb. Don't fall though. You got this. Look at you go. We can probably make a bucket now, so let's go ahead and add in our nails as well as our planks. There we go. So now we have 3 buckets coming on up. Well, I guess once he finishes with the planks. See, I should really build another one of these so we can get it going. We have a table already. We have everything we need to build this, actually. Some more iron, which is nice. There we go. So we'll put another one of these over here. That'll get done. Build it, build it. Great. We'll remove this. We need torches over here, unfortunately. Well, I guess not necessarily unfortunately. It'll keep the snails out. Put another workbench down right here. Alright. So we'll continue expanding this section. I'm not sure what we're going to do over here. We might actually... Let's see. We can build a wall out like right here and keep it level with the ground. And then clean out this space and use this as an extra workshop as well. It'll just be a little bit smaller or more closed in. Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with. Everyone's hopefully nicely healed up. For the most part, everyone's nicely healed up. Let's go ahead and continue mining out this iron. That way we can get some good stuff coming on in. And then we'll go down here as well to get this iron. Cave Spirit. Got him. They give needles. We're going to have our attack soon. Let me make sure everyone's equipped with weapons. And I don't know, how many leaves do we have? We have 7 leaves. We can at least get you guys some helmets. We have an extra Santa coat as well. We actually need wood. So let's actually go over here, and I'm going to open a portal just so they can get to it easier. Actually, let me cancel this. We're going to replace all of this I don't know if you need to replace the rear stuff, but we're going to go ahead and do it. And I don't want to attack these goblins right now just because the monster portal's coming up so soon. And you can see when they go in, it actually takes down the portal quite a bit. Maybe it depends on how much stuff they're carrying. I'm actually not sure. So we'll get all this stuff sorted out, cut down the tree. We can actually gather water now and fill this area in, which will be nice. Let's actually gather water from here. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we can gather any of this because they can't get to it. So we need to dig this out. Preferably, excuse me, before something grows in it. You can see how fast stuff grows. No, use the portal. You guys can... I mean, that's the good thing about having water right there, I guess, is they just drop into it. Go use the portal, though, guys. Go use the portal. Chop down. If you're going to stand out here, you might as well do work. I'm trying not to go over much farther. The skeletons won't actually fight the zombies, or the monsters won't fight the zombies, unfortunately. We do have enough mana for me to comfortably open these portals. You can see it regenerates over time, so now we have 3 minutes to wait for an extra point of mana, which at times gets a bit much, in my opinion, but I guess that's okay. I guess I could build ladders every, like, stagger them like that. I don't know, the reason I don't want to build the ladders is because things will use the ladders to climb up. They don't even use it, which makes sense. There's nothing for them to just grab onto. Alright, so we have this set up. You guys are falling to your doom. There's the ladder. Build the thing. That way if he falls he won't die. No, build the thing though. Alright, skeletons are coming in. We're going to need to terraform this area as soon as the attack is over as well. Please don't fall. You got this. Look at you. Look at you go. Reen or Renee. Everyone go inside though. Monster portal is opened. Past the goblins, you can see they're just going to spawn. These eyes are super, super rude and super tanky early on. They're very scary. I typically won't mess with them. I think we should be okay. I don't know if we can float up here. We might need to build a little overhang. Maybe we could build a log bridge that overhangs over. They're actually just stuck over here. There we go. You saw the skeleton with a shield right there. He's making it easy for him. And eventually, like I said, we will have a door like right here or over a little bit. We'll probably build it out a little bit. I think we go kill these right now while everyone else is just kind of over here. If we need to, I'm going to go ahead and just build a portal right here for quick retreats if we need it. Look at those arrows. Look at those arrows. Boring. Look at you. And they'll come through the portal, do some combat. We got this. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. No, you don't need to go over there and fight them all the way over here, though. I mean, it's fine. Also, someone could totally be using this Santa armor and a swimmer's book, which... Do we already have a swimmer? I don't think so. I typically don't even use these swimmer's books. Who wants this? Let's see. Who's... Do we have any warriors? Not really. Let's give it to the cook. Cooks are very important, guys. We're doing it. We're holding them off. Now, of course, you don't have to come out here and fight them. You can let them just kind of sit here and beat on your walls. Eventually, you'll get turrets that you can build, so you can have a little bit of a tower defense type game going on as well. But for the most part, we're actually doing pretty well. You guys can do whatever you want. The goblins over here are no threat. We only have this skeleton left and this eye that clearly can't go up this little section even though he can fly, which is a bit weird for me, but that's fine. I don't mind too much. We'll go ahead and mine out all these trees, or dig out rather. We have some over here. During the day, they just leave, like they die. You'll see, there you go. He melted. The skeletons will leave. I think they go back to like a graveyard on the edge of the map. I'm not actually sure what happens if you get rid of all of these. I think skeletons just kind of randomly spawn. So maybe getting rid of these will stop the random spawns. But again, I'm not 100% certain. Let's gather all this water. For right now, we'll put some ladders up because we're going to be working over here for quite a bit. I don't think the goblins will respawn from that, but I'm not certain. Some leaves we could get. We have our workshops. We should have enough iron to go ahead and get a pot made. We do. We'll build a pot, which will let us build a, it's in furniture, this guy right here. So we'll put our pot, that's not, it's gonna mess me up. I'm trying to get fancy and use the thing. It's gonna mess me up though. We'll get our wood in here. And we'll also get our piece of coal. There we go. Pot achieved. And we'll be putting that over here. We'll dig out a little tiny kitchen for it for the beginning. Later on, you do get bigger ovens that will take up more space. But for right now, we'll just dig out. I like a little section over here. We can put a torch in, maybe a bookshelf or something to hold his recipes, and then we'll go from there. So all this needs to get done. You're almost dead, which is unfortunate. We need more living space, which means digging some of this stuff out. Actually, we could build it right here. We're not really using this space. Actually, no, we can't. I was going to say we could build it there, but we're going to expand this out for more workshop stuff. So we can't really use that at the moment. I was going to say we'll have a ladder come up here, and then we can dig out this little section right here and use it for sleeping. I guess we could stagger it. We're going to have to expand this section out anyways. We got a present, which has the Santa hat. Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. This will be our little sleeping area, and this will keep us from having to do a bunch of terraforming over in this section. Over here, we need to go ahead and fill this section in. We got a archery book, which is great. Archers are fantastic in this game. I actually can't wait until I get later on you can get mages. So who do I want to give this to? Do we have any hunters? You're a hunter. We'll give you the archery book. And eventually we'll be able to get him a bow. I don't think we can right now. No, we can't. The backpacks are nice. They'll let them carry more stuff, but I'm going to save our rope for the time being. The Santa hat we'll give to someone. We're getting some water in, which is nice. We do have these grains, which we can actually put the wheat in. It won't let you do it, even if you know what something is, and you have the resources, which personally is a little frustrating for me, because like I know I just put this in, and it gives me 2 grain, or 2 grain. But it's alright, I guess. But we're going to plant some grain over here. That way we have a steady supply of wheat. The rain will keep it coming in nicely. Or keep it watered nicely. I want to replace all of this right here. There we go. That's going to be all of our stone, unfortunately. Over here, it looks like we found a nice little cave. We have a nice little cave spirit down here. Some mushrooms. Snails all over the place. We'll get a little torch right here. Cooking pot right here. And now we can actually cook food properly. Feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and get a ladder up to here. And we can get some beds. How many beds can we fit in here? I think we can only fit 2 beds up here, so this is probably a waste of space. Probably. Didn't mean to put that there, but that's okay. Yeah, we can't build that there. I guess I could open this up. We didn't need to do this section. I could open this up and they could just get off right here. Then I could put a bed here. Let's do that. Let's waste stuff, guys. Let's do this inefficiently. That's how I do things. Once everyone gets nicely healed up, we'll probably rush the goblins. That way we can take this wheat, finish terraforming this section. But for right now, this feels okay. So now we can put a bed here and a bed here, and then we'll go ahead and craft a couple more beds. There we go. We can get another bed right here. Put that right there. Now we have a bed for each dwarf. We'll have a 7th dwarf soon, which means we need to expand this a little bit more, but for right now that feels pretty good. Any cooking that we can get done, we can do some grilled meat. We have some leaves and some coal and meat, but we can't. Oh wait, I gotta drag stuff in. I'm so used to my other game where I've done almost every single item in the game, so I just had to click it. But there we go. We have some meat that's gonna get cooked. One of our cooks is gonna go over here and sort that out. So we have some cones we can eat, which I don't really want you guys to eat cones, to be honest with you. So if you want some apples, that's fine. I don't really like using the apples that much just because you need them for other recipes eventually. So this is all working out nicely. We should actually have enough to go ahead and get the rest of our stuff done for the basic ironworking. So let's get that. Did that finish it? It did. Excellent. So now we can build doors, which is fantastic. So we can build this section out a little bit. And then also this one over here. Let's actually just go ahead and do it. We actually need another lock. And for the doors, they're still actually over here. We can put the lock in. We should have enough wood to get all this stuff going. There we go. Build a couple of these guys. Put you guys down here. And I do want to expand this out. Just kick it out slightly. Just ever so slightly. Like maybe just one, really. Why can't we build it there? I don't understand. Let's we'll get this. We'll get it going. So I'll put one here. The door will go probably right here or right here on this block, and we'll go from there. He messed up our steak. What a jerk. Yeah, we'll do this. So that'll happen. We'll crack this open right here. That's where the door is going to go. The other door is going to go over here for right now. We'll put that there. I'm going to move it. So one of the ways the furniture works in this game, I don't think I showed it to you guys yet. I don't think I've had anything to show you guys with. So this door, I don't want it right here. I want it on this interior stone section. So this works for any item that you can rotate. You build it, and then you click the icon again, and once it's built, you can click the item, and it'll actually just rotate it for you. No, stop it. I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to do that. There we go. There we go. So now we'll build this. That way they have a little path to walk out on, and I guess we actually didn't need this right here. Great, so now we can easily get outside. And we don't really need the hatch at the moment, so we could take it off, but I think we'll leave it just for the time being. We are going to plant wheat over here, and we still need to fill this section in, but all of that is going to have to wait for the next episode. It's going to wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and have a good one.